What's up, everybody? John from Florida Moto Talk coming at you again with yet another video. Well, I know it's been a little while since we put some content out, man, but we're getting back into the swing of things. It's just been a really busy time for me and definitely for Tristan too. You know, outside of the channel, man, neither one of us has really had time to ride. On top of that, I messed around and screwed my ankle up when I was out running one day. So I haven't been on the bike in a while, but we're getting back into the swing of things now, start getting out some more content. So definitely appreciate, you guys watching some of our older videos and sticking with us, definitely following us on the Facebook page, checking out the Instagram. And, we really just appreciate the support, man, as we keep trying to put information out, to help you guys get better, help y'all level up, and to especially help the new people that are coming into the sport as well. We just want to get this information out. So, hey, thanks everybody once again for sticking with us and watching the videos. But, hey, we're getting back into it. So let's get right back into it. For this video, top 5 things that you don't want to do for your first track day. Short and sweet is still the format. The first thing you do not want to do for your first track day is come into that track day thinking that I'm going to drag knee, I'm going to get my elbow down, I'm going to get some sick dab shots on everybody. Don't do it. The last thing that you need to be worried about is getting your elbow down, getting your knee down, and getting these trick shots so you can put them on the Facebook and the IG and everything. There's going to be a lot going on. Riding on the track is going to be completely new to you. It's your first track day. Once again, this is geared toward the beginners, right? If you're an experienced guy, you might not get a lot out of this video, but this is for the brand new guys coming to the track day for their first time. You need to be focused on being safe on the track. You need to focus on learning your bike. Your bike's going to feel completely different when you're riding it on the track. It's going to feel like you have an entirely new bike. Get used to being hunched over on the bike if you ride a sport bike. You got to get comfortable wearing a leather suit. You probably never worn a leather suit before. It's hot. It's uncomfortable. It's hard to move. It's heavy. It's cumbersome. Focus on the track. Focus on learning the lines. Focus on understanding the procedures when it comes to getting on and off the track, right? Start looking at the turns, understanding how to hit turns, how to find these apexes, right? The track is a place where you can work on these skills. If you go in there thinking, I just want to go as fast as I can to get my knee down, what you're going to end up doing is dragging frame sliders. That's probably going to be the only thing you drag that day is frame sliders when you crash, because you were going too slow in a corner, carrying too much lean angle, right? So don't focus on that. Come to the track with the mindset that I want to learn a completely new style of riding. Have an open mind, right? Be receptive to the things that the control riders, that the instructors, and that other people are going to be telling you. Everybody wants to be helpful with the track. People are going to give you tips. Just come with an open mind and have an attitude of learning, right? Not an attitude of hitting the dab on them. All right, let's get into number 2. The second thing you do not want to do for your first track day, and that's sign up for the intermediate group or the expert advanced groups. Don't do it. Doing that is more dangerous than all the street Rossi stuff that you've been doing on the street this whole time, right? If you show up to the track, your first track day, bringing that street Rossi confidence, right? I'm the fastest guy on the street. You show up thinking you're going to be the fastest guy on the track, you are sorely mistaken, and I mean sorely mistaken. And I'm not picking on anybody, because I was that guy myself several years ago, man. I thought I was the man on the street. Went to the track, man, I probably went home crying that first day. I'm trying to help you avoid all that heartache, man, that I felt. Broken heart, almost sold my bike, man. I'm like, dude, I can't ride, right? It's normal. But don't sign up for intermediate, expert, advanced. Don't do it. It's dangerous because you're not going to know how to ride the track. You're not going to be comfortable on the track. You're not going to hold steady lines when you're going around the track. As you progress, that speed will come, just like with the last tip that we were talking about. As you progress, as you get faster, you'll get the knee down, you'll get the elbow down, but it comes with time. And it's the same thing with advancing to the other groups. Don't show up on that first day thinking that you're ready, because you're not. If you're not holding clean lines, if you're not carrying speed where you should be, closing speeds from other riders is going to be a completely dangerous situation. You're going into a turn and you're parking it when somebody's trail braking behind you. It's not going to be a good day for either of you. It's going to cause a crash. It's dangerous. Don't do it. The fastest riders that I've met are the most humble guys that I've ever met, and it's because they understand that motorcycle riding, it's a humble sport, man. You got to start at the bottom and you got to work your way all the way up. You know, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the laps, you got to put in the reps, but you can't skip these steps. If you do, it's going to be a bad day. So take the time, do it the right way, right? When you're ready to progress, you'll know when it's time, unless you're a sandbagger. Like some of the people that watch these shows, you know who you are. I ain't going to say your name this time, but you've been in one of our videos. You know who you are. All right, we're going to keep on rolling. Tip number 3, don't bring a lap timer. Don't worry about your lap times at all. Don't do it. Lap timers at the beginner level are nothing but a distraction. There's no reason that you should be chasing times, even concerned, right, with how fast you're lapping. Going back to the first tip, kind of, you want to focus on learning how to ride. You want to focus on learning the track, learning this entirely new skill, right? You don't want to be chasing times. You don't want to be looking down at your lap timer, looking up, looking down, looking up. It's a complete distraction from the things that you should be focusing on, right? Establishing brake markers, getting comfortable, getting used to these awkward body positions that you're going to be in now, manipulating the throttle and the brakes as you're moving around the bikes. So much that is already going to be going on. You're already going to be at a sensory overload, right? Just sipping all this knowledge through a water hose, hopefully. And the lap timer is just a distraction. There's plenty of fast guys, racers and all, top level guys right now that have lap timers on their bikes that they cover up because they understand it's a distraction. It's a distraction for me. I've had a many races where I've covered up my lap timer with tape because if I don't, I'm just looking down. I got the aim solo. It flashes green when you're doing good, flashes red when you're off pace. When you see that red, man, it gets inside of your head. It just messes up your whole flow and your concentration. It's happened to me many times. I tape my aim solo when I'm racing, and it helps. If it's bothering me, and I've been riding forever on the track, it's definitely going to distract you. So don't do it. Don't worry about the lap times. Don't worry about the lap timer yet. Just focus on riding the bike. All right, we're making good time. Let's keep it rolling. Next tip. What number are we on? Number 4. Number 4. Things you should not do on your first track day. And that's going and spending a lot of money on parts, man. Don't freaking hop on the internet, start buying full exhaust, flash, tune, quick shifter, steering stabilizer. I mean, the list goes on and on, right? Just don't do it. You don't need it yet. We're talking about your first track day. Sure, I mean, you want this stuff on your street bike. Look, and at the end of the day, you're going to spend money on whatever you want to spend it on, right? But if you're balling on a budget like me, you got to start counting these pennies. The go fast parts, if you want to be a dedicated track rider, right? Once again, completely different from riding on the street. You want to be a dedicated track day guy, don't spend that money on these tricked out parts, man. Just don't do it. You don't need it. It's not going to make you any faster. At this level, the beginner level, all you want to be spending that money on is track days, right? Get as much seat time as you can. Spend that money on coaching. Coaching is going to be huge. Spend those bucks, man. That's one of the fastest ways to progress is to have someone that's a professional, somebody who's an instructor, who knows and understands how to ride. They know how to teach somebody how to ride. That's money well spent than tricked out parts. Spend that money on tires. Tires are going to be huge. If you're going to be hitting these track days, you're going to start burning through tires. The more time that you spend on that bike, the more time you spend learning, the faster you're going to get, right? Spend that money on something that's going to help you improve. And parts that make the bike go faster at the beginner level, it's just a waste of money. But hey, don't let me discourage you from spending money, right? We still got to keep the sport alive too. If you got that money, then spend it, you know. But once again, if the objective is to get faster, your resources are kind of limited, spend it on things that are going to help you get faster. Instructing, tires, seat time. Easy. All right, we got to keep rolling on these. It's starting to get hot in this garage now, man. Once again, I'm down in Florida Moto Talk. It's hot, bro. It's probably like 89 degrees outside right now. And it's freaking pushing 10:30 right now, man. I'm sweating. We're going to get through it together, right? And the next tip number five is don't treat the track day like it's a race, right? It's not a race. You got to understand the difference between a track day and a race. For the track day, you don't need to be balls to the wall the entire time, full throttle, wide open, sending it, white knuckling that thing. You might think that you need to do that. You might get the impression that you need to do that, you know, based off of how fast everybody around you is going to be going. People are riding different bikes. People are at different levels. People are at different speeds. You know, you don't have to be wide open the entire time. You can back it off a little bit and once again start working those techniques that we were talking about earlier, the things that you should be focusing on, right? So it's not a race. You don't get any sort of trophy for going faster than anybody. You really don't even get a pat on the back, especially in the beginner group if you're going faster than anybody. Focus on yourself, slow it down, focus on riding better, focus on working these skills. Don't focus on going faster and passing the guy that's in front of you. That's going to come with time. Give it time. Humble sport here. If you made it this far, I got a surprise for you now. Bonus tip. And the bonus tip is don't be late, or even worse, don't miss the riders meeting. Don't be that guy. There's always one. Every single time, there's always one guy that either strolls up a few minutes late, just misses the thing altogether. Most orgs now require you to be at the riders meeting. If you're not at the riders meeting, you don't get to ride. But aside from that, being a new guy, it's paramount that you are at the riders meeting, because at this meeting, it's where they put out all the important information for the day. They tell you everything you need to know to have a safe day at the track. They go over the flags. They go over the procedures for getting on and off the track. You know, they tell you what you should do if you have certain issues on track, like a oil leak, or if your bike blows up, or if you have a crash, or if somebody else gets hurt and they have to get an ambulance on track. I mean, they just cover everything that you need to know to have a safe experience at the track. Don't be the guy that misses that meeting, because it is very important. So just all in all, man, make sure you get to the riders meeting. Set your alarm. Be there early, man. Show up with your coffee. Bring a lawn chair. Get comfortable, you know. Be that guy. Be the guy that pays attention, the guy that shows up early, the guy that's prepared, and the guy that has a good day, because he has the information. He understands what he needs to do so that he and the people around him can have a good time. But all right, man, thanks everybody for sticking around. Hopefully you're able to get something out of this video. Hopefully it helps the new guys that are coming into the sport, because once again, man, we got to start sharing this information. There's lots of new people that are trying track riding for the first time. We all just want to have a good time. We want to grow the sport. We want it to be safe for everybody. So we're putting the information out there. But if you got something out of this video, definitely like, subscribe. You got any questions, leave them in the comments. We try to respond to everything. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.